and welcome to titaniumtalarstarot. And today I will be doing a how can you help yourself, others, in the world this week video, okay? So for this, I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education brought to us by Chris Duncan. I will also be using a deck I wrote myself, which I named the Action Oracle. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let's get into the cards and concepts. So number one, Merry Christmas Eve. Okay. So, yes, I want to say that, get that out of the way, because I sometimes forget. So, Santa Claus. Well, that's funny, actually. I went to church today, and it was quite interesting, because we celebrated, at this church, they celebrated the birth of Jesus as well. But we, as Armenians, we celebrate the birth of Jesus on the 6th of January. So I'm like, well, this is interesting because for Armenians, we basically have 3 weeks of Christmas. Yes, so that's quite interesting, right? So for us, Santa Claus comes on the 31st. Yes, because it's a popular thing, and we try to keep the spiritual side away from the commercial side, if you will. That's how I've understood it through the years. So, interlude done. Now, so I am going to begin with my perfectionists, the individuals who intuitively know how things should be done in order for them to turn out great. All right. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists. And you got be open to change. So the way you can help yourself, my perfectionist, is by being open to changing what you normally do. Okay? Then, how can my perfectionist help others? Trust in God, let go and let God, trust the process. So you want them to do things differently because you intuitively know how things should be done well. Okay, for them to turn out well. And this is just saying, you know how things should be done. It's just you need to get others on board with what it is that you think or how you think it should be done. So trust the process. Allow them to put out the information, have them slowly but surely come to you, and allow them to, to do this. Trust their process. Trust the process, And with that, how can my perfectionists help the world? We got be kind. Be kind. Like, just because people like to do things differently than you does not mean that they are completely different. It just means that they have a different method of doing it. So accept them and love them in their way. So that was for my perfectionists. Now on to my helpers. The individuals who intuitively know how to assist anyone in any situation at any time and anywhere. So now the card that came out about how can you help yourself is take into consideration. Take into consideration other people's perspective, other people's point of view, different variables is what I'm getting of these situations. So now, how can my helpers help others? Be satisfied. Be satisfied with what. Okay, now satisfaction does not mean you need to accept. Satisfaction just means that you see where they are, you see where you are, and you see that this is the current situation, which is the best way to know where you're at so that afterwards you can move forward and you can take the best decision in regards to what needs to be done next, right? So how can my helpers help the world? And you got align with the world and see what they need. Don't just try to help the way that you know how. Try to help them from what they need from their perspective. What would actually be helpful for them is what I'm getting. Okay? So now, that was it for my helpers. Now on to my achievers, the individuals who intuitively know how to set goals and go about achieving them one by one. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers. I was going to say helpers. Please come forward and share how they can help themselves. Drink up sunlight, drink up Sunny D, drink up orange juice. I said Sunny D because I thought of orange juice, but Sunny D does not necessarily equate to orange juice. I don't know how much sugar it is, how much sugar is in there, if it actually is orange that they have squeezed to make the juice, whatever. But drink up things that will put you in the right mood. Drink up things that will give you nutrients, things of that nature. Okay. Then how can my achievers help others ascend or help to ascend? Mentorship. You know a lot, okay? And it is up to you to give, to share what you know. And to do so would be to, because you've ascended, is what I'm getting. I'm getting a picture of one of my coaches. He has ascended to a better understanding of things and how they should be done. So now that you are there, help to ascend and be a mentor is what I'm getting. Okay? And how can my achievers help the world? You gotta be playful. And especially if you are a mentor, making people feel like rigid squareness is not going to help them achieve what they want to achieve. All right? Yes. All right, so on to my individualists. The individuals who intuitively know what to set in the center of attention, how long to keep it there, and how to get to the center of attention, and why. What would be the aim of going into the center of attention? So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, how can they help themselves this week? And you got recraft, repurpose, rebrand. Sorry, I fell on my arm Wednesday. I think you can kind of see the discoloration. It's not that bad, but it's kind of sore. So, my individualists, recraft, repurpose, rebrand your thought process, the way you think, and all that, all right, to help yourself best you can. So that was it for how you can help yourself. How can you help now? How can my individualists help others? Right. If you are an influencer, okay, I guess write a post, create a post, something along those lines. Now, how can my individualists help the world? Ground yourself to better your situation. And the world, okay.
ground yourself so that you can best help the world go through whatever they need to go through. Okay? So that was it for my individualists. Now on to my investigators, the individuals who intuitively know what to research, how long to research it, what methodology to use, and what paradigms they need to be looking for. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share. How can they help themselves this week, please, God, angels, and guides? And you got just one. Trust in the magic of the universe. I know you guys aren't much for magic, but trust in the alignment of things, you know. Put any word you like instead of magic. Whatever sounds best to you. Okay, whatever makes more sense. Alright, so how can my investigators help others? Visualize the future you want. How do you... When visualizing, okay, visualize yourself helping others. And then when you see the moment happen in your life, you'll be able to best react to it and best answer to it because you know how to do so. Okay, but if you don't first visualize it, you won't be able to do it. So I suggest you do that. And now, how can my investigators help the world release the... Okay, so am I getting... What I'm picking up on is that you are an investigator that wants to help the world a lot. Like you're basically doing what you're doing to help the world. So your research is mainly based on how can you assist the world best at this time. And that's great. But so if you are going from what you think the world needs, you won't be able to do much. But if you base yourself off of the information that you've gathered in regards to what the world needs and how it needs help and how you can assist it in the helping, then there shouldn't be any issues, my gorgeous investigators. Now, so that was it for you guys. Now on to my loyalists, the individuals who intuitively know what to stay loyal to, how long to stay loyal to it, and with what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good, and my loyalists can help themselves by moving on. It says move on this card. So the loyalists are the individuals who intuitively know what to stay loyal to, how long to stay loyal to it, with what aim, and so on and so forth. So if it says move on, that means there's something that is not necessarily, really that... Okay, I just want to say sorry because my neighbors are packed. There are a lot of people on one side, there's two people on the other talking loud, and I'm trying to do this, and I know you guys don't hear it because I have a microphone, but I'm just saying, please be patient. So my loyalists, how you can help yourself is move on. Move on to better pastures, because that thing that you were loyal to in the past is no longer no longer reciprocating what you were giving to it, is what I'm getting. Well, in my case of being a loyalist, all right, that thing that I was giving to was not reciprocating. I'm like, okay. And I think this week was really the week for me to be able... I feel like I started to let it go, if you can say so. And we're going... it's going to take some effort on my part, but I am letting it go. So it's a work in progress. I must say, it is a work in progress. So now, how can my loyalists help others? And the card you got, have fun respectfully. Yes, have fun respectfully. By keeping in mind who is surrounding you. Don't try to force anything. Just understand where they're at. For example, today I had a driver who came, picked me up, and I said, well, Merry Christmas if you celebrate, because I don't know, some people do, some people don't. He might have been from the Middle East, and in that case I said, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If not, sorry. If not, I'm just saying Merry Day. Whatever. But just have fun respectfully. Respect them in their decisions, respect them in their beliefs, and things will get better. Now, how can my loyalists help the world? You got enjoy to the fullest. Yes, enjoy to the fullest. I feel like this would be in regards to, so have fun respectfully, but enjoy to the fullest so that you can get the best out of the situation, and that you can also send this beneficial energy to the world. Good times is what I'm getting. Alright, so now on to my enthusiasts. The individuals who intuitively know what to be enthusiastic about, how to get others enthusiastic about it as well, and so on and so forth. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got transform something that is no longer beneficial to you, or that you are doing that is no longer giving you like a frame of mind. Transform a frame of mind that is no longer of use to you is what I'm getting. Now, how can my enthusiasts help others? Be vulnerable. Be honest. Alright. Let them know where you're at. Let them know what's happening for you. And let them know so that they know where you are, and that you can, I don't know, I'm getting, don't be so proud. If you are vulnerable with people, I feel like they will be vulnerable with you, and they might want to help you more. Now, for how my enthusiasts can help the world, stand up for what you believe in, and try to assist it best you can. Give it your energy is what I'm getting. Stand up for your favorite cause, my enthusiasts. Alright, so that was it for you guys. Now on to my protectors, the individuals who intuitively know what to protect, how long to protect it, from whom, and for what reason. Okay, so you got dedicate for my protectors. Dedicate yourself to a cause so that you feel needed so that you feel useful, so that you feel like you're a part of something, and so on and so forth. And how can my protectors help? Wait a minute. How can my protectors help the world? Complete a cycle and start something new. Complete something from the past and start a new cycle. Start with something new. Really. I'm just saying. Now, how can my protectors, how can my protectors help others? No, help the world. My thoughts need to be centered, is what I'm getting. All right, how can my protectors help the world? It says collaborate and co-create with. Recode. So my protectors. I feel like... Oh, am I kidding? What am I getting? The world. Well, I mean, you want to protect, but you can't protect someone against their will. You know? It's kind of like trying to force something into a box that doesn't want to get in. It's kind of hard. So, like, want to help, but if they don't want your help, be able to let it go and move on because they don't actually want your help. So let them come to you. I hope that makes sense. If not, ask questions and it will be my pleasure to answer. Now, that was it for my protectors. All right, so now on to my chameleons, the individuals who intuitively know what intuitive style to use in any given situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. And you got model. Well, I mean, you can model clothes, but when I get this card, I automatically think model the attributes you want to, like, find a model and follow them, try to become like them, all right? Try to take on their characteristics is what I'm saying. To become a better person is what I'm saying, okay? So now, on to how can my chameleons help others. We got confide. Confide. Let them know what your secret is. Let them know how you do what you do. Let them know. Could kind of be like mentorship at this point. But I don't always get mentorship on this card. So it's going to depend on every single one of you, what you decide to do. But it's up to you. Now, how can my chameleons help the world? Adjust your method. Adjust your method of helping the world. I mean, you might be a very, because everyone has multiple characteristics, right? Is defined by multiple characteristics in regards to different parts of their life, right? So maybe you might be a chameleon by, like, internally, which means that you can use all of your intuitive styles to understand what your next step should be. But in regards to how you interact with others, You might be a dominant individual, meaning that you want them to follow you. And if that's the case, kind of like I was like that when I was a child, you're just going to have to adjust your method in order to gain the appreciation of others, is what I'm getting. Okay? So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week for this video series. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.